So this sheet is continuing our work on measures and still linking in with the work we did on formula and substitution. So one formula that you might be given is the one for calculating speed. And you calculate speed by looking at the distance and the time it took you to get there. So say, for example, if you travel 120 miles and it takes 3 hours. Well, speed is calculated by taking the distance, 120 miles, and dividing it by the time taken. So here, that would be 120 divided by 3, and the answer is 40. So your speed is 40 miles per hour. Again, this sheet is on the VLE for if you want to print it off or have another look at it. Let's look at another example. So Greta is planning to buy a car. She's not sure how much it will cost to run, but she knows that the fuel will be the most important aspect of that cost. And she's got the following information. So she's looking at 3 cars, A, B and C. So car A has got a 25 litre fuel tank and goes 220 miles. Car B has got an 18 litre fuel tank and can go 180 miles. Car C has got a 21 litre fuel tank and can go 240 miles. So which car has got the best fuel consumption? Well, in an exam, they wouldn't expect you to know the formula for fuel consumption. They'll give it to you. And they've told you here that fuel consumption is the distance travelled over the amount of fuel used. C, fuel consumption, is equal to D, the distance travelled, divided by F, the fuel. So let's look at car A then, and we can work this out. So car A, if it's got a full fuel tank of 25 litres, it can go 220 miles. So its distance travelled would be 220, divided by the amount of fuel used, which would be 25 litres, and the answer is 8.8. For car B, we can do the same thing. It goes 180 miles on a full tank, which is 18 litres. 180 divided by 18 is 10, so it does 10 miles per litre of fuel. And car C, that one goes 240 miles on a full tank, which is 21 litres. So that car will travel 11.4 miles on 1 litre of petrol, compared to car B, which could only go for 10 miles, and car A, which can only travel 8.8 miles on 1 litre of petrol. So car C has got the best fuel consumption. Here's some other ones for you to have a go at if you want to. Again, you can pause the video or have a look at the sheet on Moodle. It's got 4 questions there, and it's giving you the formula for each one. So all you need to be able to do is make sure that you put the right figures into the right place, which hopefully isn't too tricky. Let's have a look at them. So the first one is it's asking you to work out how quickly a car travels. It's 170 miles in 4 hours. It's given you the distance, 170 miles, and you divide it by 4 because that's the time taken. Next one here, we've got the mass of an object is 30 grams and its volume is 20 cc. What is its density? Now, don't be put off here if you don't really understand what this question is asking you. You've just got to be able to work out the formula. So the mass is 30 divided by the volume. So it's 30 divided by 20, and that will give you this mystery object's density. So we've got the exchange rate here, £500 for 550 euros. And the exchange rate is the number of euros bought, which is 550, divided by the number of pounds sold, which is 500. And number 4, the productivity level of a factory that produces, move my mouse, 1,344 items in 8 hours. So the productivity rate is calculated by the amount produced divided by the time taken. So hopefully they're not too tricky.